The headline of the day is that we are celebrating a new moon in Leo. We become the proud lion, the king. We walk with confidence. Our independence is strengthened, and our creativity flows, as well as giggles and laughter as we embrace the joy for life. Beware, though, Uranus has decided to be a part of the energy. Expect the unexpected. So sit back, relax, let's explore the cosmic energies, and together we can gain an understanding of how to embrace this energy, utilize this energy, and move forward today and every day. Hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you for being here. Thank you for all the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. Welcome to your daily focus for August the 16th, 2023. My first edition of Tilly's Tales and Tidbits newsletter is now available, so head on over to my website, tilly.today, and subscribe so that you never miss an issue again, okay? Now, if you sign up now until the 27th, you'll be eligible for a free 30 Days to Greater Self-Love book and journal set. I'll be giving away 3 of them. If I do 3 fingers, I'll drop the cards. So 3 of them. If you're part of my Patreon family, your name is already in the hat, so don't worry about that. So get over there, sign up today. Good luck. I'll leave the info in the box below so that you can, it's one click away for you. So let's start with the numerology. We have the energy of the 16. How uncanny is that we have the energy of the 16 with Uranus in the picture? Because when I say the 16, I imagine Uranus. Oh, look at that. Look who we have under there. The 10 of Cups. So we're going to talk about beauty. We're going to talk about happiness. We're going to talk about joy. We're going to talk about the big picture here. The 16 energy is about awakenings. It's where something happens in your life, something is taken away, somehow you are realigned, all of a sudden you've done a 180 or something. You weren't expecting to be here. You weren't expecting your day to go the way it did, and you end up here at the end of the day. And many times it feels like a disruption in our life. It feels like an interruption, eruption. Feels like something might have fallen away, something is left, something has changed, something has ended, something is no more. And we don't like change like that, especially under a fixed energy. We don't like change like that, but we also want to fix it when we are under fixed energy. So that's a good thing. So the 16 energy is very much like, I used to listen to a radio show, and they used to ask people to phone in and say their worst experience ever and their best experience ever. And their worst experience ever usually correlated with their best experience ever. That if this didn't happen to me in my life, I never would have looked in this direction. And wow, it brings me alive. It fills me with passion. I have a drive. I have a focus when I'm looking over here, like I never did in my life before. 1 + 6 is a 7. The 7 energy is about standing in our truth. The 7 energy is about growing relationships deeper and stronger. The 7 energy is about creating beauty and harmony in your relationships, in your environment. And so often we compromise in order to do this. And so we have to be we have to stand in our truth. We can't give a part of ourselves away, a part of our power away. Something that we want, we need in order to create the harmony, the beauty. So it's got to be a two-way street. It's got to be a win-win situation. Now, if we look at the numerology of the day, hold on to your hats on this, 8 + 7 + 7 is a 22 energy. So our new moon, this wonderful new moon that we have, is the 22 energy. So when I was saying about the 16 energy, things could be taken away. I remember somebody putting it in one of the comments. I wish you'd raise your hand so I could give you credit, because I don't remember who said it and where it was, whether it was Instagram or Patreon or YouTube or Facebook, but somebody said it, and I just loved it, and I stole it. But they stated, if you won the lottery, how much of your world would fall away? How much would you be changed directions? You would be doing a 180. So we always go to the negative, but with the 22 energy, it could be a very positive move forward for us. It could be a very positive thing that happens to us. We may have to back up. We may have to look at it. But with the 22 energy, we get visionary thoughts. Our intuition is strong. It's leading us in the right direction. The sun's in Leo, moon is in Leo, and we have a new moon at 23 degrees. Now, the 23 asks us to have a faith, a trust, that there's a higher power leading the way for us. To let go of some of our controls that we have in our life and go more with the flow, allowing everything to unfold in its own divine timing. Now, the Leo energy, that's asking us to embrace giggles and laughter, dancing and song. Creativity flows and we open up ourselves up to romance. And during this full moon, we do have the sun and moon both squaring Uranus, which brings in challenges. Uranus is to expect the unexpected, so we need to expect sudden changes, unexpected events, challenges, our plans change, people don't show up that we counted on, or something doesn't get done that always gets done. It just baffles the mind of what pops up and what changes in our life with Uranus. It's on fire in this energy. So we really need to go with the flow. We need to stay open-minded because Mars is actually trining Uranus at the same time. So that enables us to turn problems into very exciting opportunities that can lead towards successes. This is a good time, a great time to start a new project with daring energy, taking risks, believing in yourself, knowing that you are supported, that you are loved. Even new romance is very possible, and it will be a very exciting relationship in many ways. A very, you can't predict, an unpredictable kind of energy around any new relationships that form on a day like today. And while you may experience bursts of energy, creativity, we're willing to embrace our courage, take a risk, and we can be very bold, we can be very assertive, willing to act independently with groundbreaking ideas. I mean, really, with the 22 energy we've got, it's just, we have this really strong desire to make things happen. So embrace this energy. Please embrace this energy and take a chance on yourself. Take a risk on yourself. Now, I always say, even if we are stepping into something and it's the unknown, we want to think about it for a moment, right? We do want to pause. We don't just want to read something and say, well, Tilly just said to go for it, so I'm phoning the number and I'm going to meet them. No. Think about it. Are you meeting them in a safe place? Do you know them? Is it public? You want to think about your choices, but opportunities will come our way today, and it could be hidden in some kind of trauma or chaos. So pay close attention to what's happening to you. And this is probably, this is really not the energy of the day, but the energy for the next 2 weeks. But the next 3 or 4 days will be extremely strong for this energy. So it will probably take top shelf to anything else that's happening because it is very strong. So now Mercury and Chiron are talking too. So decisions could be a little harder to make. Okay, especially, and this is where the decisions become harder to make the decisions become easier to make the more we love ourselves. We have that self-love. We know that we are worthy. We know that we are deserving. We choose to walk to our own beat. We feel confident for who we are and our talents and our abilities. So the more that you have that self-love, that strong, forceful knowing that you've got this kind of energy, that you are deserving, that you are worthy, the less that you'll feel this. So, but your mind will play with you. It'll say that you're not deserving enough, or prepared enough, effective enough. Or maybe you just don't have that ability to solve problems, so just stop it now. It can be hard to communicate now, which can lead to misunderstandings. Our dreams, thoughts, our visions can be even a little cloudy under this kind of energy. So Mercury and Chiron, and they're not getting along. So decisions will be harder to make based on how much you actually have that faith, have that belief that you are protected, that you are loved, that you are enough. Okay, enough. Let's shuffle the cards here fast. Okay. Let's see what the energy is for us today. Our underlying energy is the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is our underlying energy for our new moon energy, which is wild and zany that this card would come out. I'm telling you, out of all the cards that could have come out, this is a card that talks about what you've gone through to get to the here and now. And, this looks more like an ending card, doesn't it? And in every deck, it looks like an ending card. And in some of them, there's a pool of blood in front of you while these swords are stuck in your back. But the artist did not portray the card that way. Therefore, that energy isn't here. In this deck, the swords are behind you. They are your shield of strength. They are the lessons and the chaos and the sadness and the challenges that you have walked through. The learning experiences, the honing of your talents, all the things that you have been walking through and struggling with and being a champion of, I might add too, because these are now, it's your mindset, it's your strength, it's your durability, it's your belief in yourself. And you may not feel it or see it, but the sun is breaking through the clouds. And soon you're going to push yourself up. You're going to dust yourself off. And you're going to look straight ahead. And you're going to start walking into a new challenge, a new possibility, a new way of being, becoming. Our first card is the King of Wands. The King of Wands, I love the King of Wands. He's so much fun. So he should be, coming out when a fire energy is out here. Because he's the most... he doesn't stand on ceremony. He doesn't stand on stature. He wants to get going. He wants to act. He wants to get filled with passion, get motivated, get momentum going. Seeing the potential, scratching the surface and then scratching deeper. It's about the drive. Okay, he doesn't show up in all of his robes. His crown is usually crooked in most decks. And look, he sits with the lion and the lioness. So knowing that internal power of being the emperor and the empress, the king and the queen, is very balanced within us, with this being the first card. Which means that we will be able to use logic and emotion and utilize it together rather than too much logic or too much emotion. But we want action. So we want that rough outline. We want to get going. And then under this new moon and the energy of this new moon, yes, we do. We don't want to sit around with our hands tied behind our back. We want to start doing. And if we fail, well, it's not really a fail. It's really just a way that we shouldn't be doing it, and we look at new ways of doing it. Because the energy is really catapulting us forward if we decide to step into it. Decide to hang on and go for the ride of our lives. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune showing up. This talks about the energy getting lighter, the energy getting better, that we can walk a straighter line, we can breathe, we can start new chapters, new beginnings, and we can leave the old behind us. We can leave the past behind us. We can take what has value with us, but leave the rest behind. This is a change of seasons for us. This is new beginnings, new starts, new chapters. And we have the Hangman. The Hangman is a little bit about pulling it back. Now, here we are. We're hanging upside down. We would normally be struggling, but we're not struggling. We're okay with this. We want to pull it back. We want to meditate, perhaps, or pray on things. We want to think about, where do I have control? Where can I give up control? Where do I need to surrender in my life? Where do I need to look at my viewpoint with a new perception? Where do I need to create a new paradigm within my life? How am I going to handle this challenge? What are my ideas and decisions based on this path forward? And we're thinking about all the things, and we're being in the moment. We're not using yesterday as our pattern. We're looking at the new way of going forward, the new way of evolving, the new way of, because if we keep doing the old way, right, it's just going to be the old result showing up again. So we're looking at it, but we're looking at it with new eyes. We're looking at it under a new perception, or we're looking at it from different perceptions, seeing it in new ways. Understanding that we don't need to have control of everything. In fact, we really don't have control of anything, but we tend to believe quite regularly that we do. And so sometimes we strive for control where we can't have control. That's very frustrating and stressful. But also we hang on to things that we no longer need to be in control of. Let somebody else do it. Okay, I always tell Paul, I am so good with letting go of control and allowing him to take the garbage to the curb. So let's pick another card. We're getting some strong cards here, some strong energies, and I don't think we're done. And look who else comes out, the Empress. Time to transform, time to give birth to an idea, a vision, an aha moment, an epiphany, a thought about what you can do, who you can be, what you can step into. This is a very beautiful time. It could be relationships. It could be you decide to be an entrepreneur. You're going to start a side business, or you're going after a promotion. You're looking to help out in new ways within the community. Whatever it may be, you're looking at growing your health and well-being to a new level and taking better care of yourself in some ways, many ways. Or maybe it's your spirituality, where you're starting to open up to having more of a practice, a foundation of spirituality in your life. But this is about the creation of. This is about going out and getting grounded in nature. Take off your shoes and walk around barefoot if you can. Okay? 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Do it for the day. Get grounded in nature, but it's about giving birth. It's about allowing a transformation to happen. It's about taking something in our minds and bringing it down to making it tangible, making it real, by showing up and doing the work, making the commitment. Okay, and that's why she so often shows up pregnant, because you can't have a baby and then once you have the baby, you set it aside and then you come back in 18 years to see what choices they've made till then. No, you're with them every day, helping them to mature, helping to mold them into the greatness they can be, that you can see that nobody else can. Because oftentimes that is exactly what our dreams are. Something we can see but nobody else can. And nurturing it and growing it into all that we see it can be. And we'll take one more card here, and we have the Four of Cups shows up again. Yes, it's about gratitude. It's about being grateful for the things that we already have present in our life to work with, and concentrate on those things rather than the things that you don't like. Once again, it's about looking in a mirror and seeing what kind of reflection you want to see back in your life. And seeing that image rather than what is showing. So if you don't like the bills, but yet we go to the mailbox and we get the bills and we go, oh, the bills. I hate the bills. Don't like the bills. Okay, and then we look in the mirror and we get a reflection of, oh, so you don't like bills, you hate bills, That's all you can think about is hating bills. Hey, how about we get you more bills? How about we make them go up a little bit for you? Let's just lay it on a little bit more, right? And we get into this wheel, this eternal. We got to get off the track. We got to look at things differently. So we look at, I have more than enough money in the bank to pay these bills. More than enough money comes to me, flows through me. I am a money magnet. There is more abundance on the earth than any of us could ever utilize or use. Start thinking about things the way you want to see them. Gratitude. Be grateful for the things that are already in your life, that you already have. Don't just take things for granted, or people for granted, or even your environment for granted. I mean, I've got a beautiful 2 acres on a creek, and you've seen a little bit of the back there with the latest little shorts I put out with Dylan and Milo playing in the creek and by the creek. And it could be taken away from me, absolutely, in a heartbeat. Just like in 2020, I had tickets to the first hockey game of this team that we were ever going to see. They were great tickets. It was a special event. We bought special jerseys for the occasion. And the night before, they said, hockey's been canceled. Like, what do you mean hockey's been canceled? Do you know what I've spent in order to have this game for the night? I mean, but, so hockey was canceled. So what did we do? We got on our jerseys anyways, and it was St. Patrick's Day, actually. And we made our own a little celebration at home with our, we turned Irish for the evening, and wished we were at the game, but we wore our jerseys and we made a night of it. And we laughed and we talked about things, and you make the best of it. So we had brand new jerseys, and we've been wearing our jerseys every year since. So we started a tradition, something wonderful, because we've appreciated the moment rather than saying, oh, this is horrible. Oh, how am I going to get my money back? We didn't worry about any of that stuff. We changed the topic in our minds to how. So, and this is really the energy for it, is seeing something that might seem as a detriment in your life and seeing how you can actually utilize that detriment in order to move yourself forward. You lose your job. Well, there's one waiting for you. The one of your dreams. If you're willing to go and search for it and believe that it's yours, believe that it's waiting for you, all you have to do is get out there and look for it. And show up consistently and know it's already yours. Not, I hope I get this job. I hope the phone rings. I hope they email me. Because you're going to sit there, keep hoping. If that's all you want, to hope. But think as you've already got it. I'm going on a tangent here, so. We have vulnerability, the 34 energy, which is a 7 energy, which is part of our daily energy. I'll hold that up a little bit better as I get it out of the book here and see what they have to say. So yeah, just take that thought. Okay, just take that thought that you have and turn that into a reality that's already in the picture. Kind of like what I was saying. I think the weight loss one brought it home a little bit better, right? You start waking up and saying, well, I slept, I lost weight, and now that I'm awake, I'm going to lose more weight because my body's awake and it needs more energy. So I'm already losing weight for the day, and I'm just going to keep on losing weight all the time. It's just going to fall off of me. I can't believe it. Every time I step on the scale, so I get a little giddy. I shake it a little bit, make sure it's working right. You may be feeling like you should withdraw. This is an opportunity to wait and rebuild. You are in need of rest, relaxation. You might even be feeling overwhelmed. Take some much needed downtime. Take in your surroundings. Notice the season and the changes that are taking place in nature. Things are continually evolving. Think about the clouds you see in the sky. They are constantly moving, changing, reshaping themselves. Allow yourself to connect with Mother Earth and nature in a deeper way. Align your rhythm with the heartbeat of the earth and slow your thoughts and emotions down. Trust that everything will work out. The signs that things work themselves out are all around you, so take notice. The signs that everything will work out fine are all around you. Just take notice. So once again, we have that. When the moon, especially, the 48 hours before and the 48 hours after any new moon or full moon, we can find complete exhaustion. Okay? And, keep a little journal of how the moons affect you and how you feel. And certain moons, perhaps. But quite often, we have no choice but to take that nap. So if your body says take a nap, take a nap. Okay? We have to listen to our bodies. When our bodies talk to us, we need to listen. We have the polar bear, the mystic. So we have the 22 energy, which is the mystic within us, coming out. Quite exciting. Can you even see that? There it is. I might be able to read that. Know that challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest, dream, and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within. You carry the shaman within. So, know that challenges make you stronger. We already talked about Uranus and how it will probably disrupt our lives in some way. So, take the challenge. Okay, the challenges will make us stronger, and have faith when you face that adversity. Know that you are protected. Know that you are loved. Okay, and have faith. And we just talked about taking time to rest, dream, renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. Well, embrace them. Always embrace them. And you carry the shaman within. Absolutely. You carry this beautiful magic within you. Now, we are going to get a Journey of Love card because it is a new moon. That retreat was a month ago because we did it for the new moon in Cancer. I am going to be first week in September being at a wellness and psychic retreat in St. Catharines, Ontario. And then I will also be in Ontario the end of October doing a dream retreat. So if you're in the area or would like more information, as I get some information, I will let you know. Spiral Dance of the Goddess, 29. What is the 29? 2 plus 9 is, yes, the 11. So we have two master numbers coming at us with this energy. Look at this green. It's about growth. It's about our heart center. It's about money. It's about abundance. Okay, very small poem, big write-up. I love how this deck brings it home. So, let's hold it up there. The inner movement in expressive flow, an outward breath of dance and light, becoming one, becoming free. I love the dance of the goddess. We're doing the new moon of Leo. From a point of light unfolding, we become a soul that incarnate into a sacred body, and our lives become a work of divine art, a speck of heavenly presence manifesting itself through dimensions of time and space, and into a life on earth made manifest. The extraordinary fact of your existence is a divine happening, as though the light of the moon is dancing not only upon the water but inside of it. Your ancient light is dipping into the mud of the earth. This is how the soul becomes a divine human in the making, as you sense yourself moving and shifting, from light to dark and back again, from knowing to unknowing. You are weaving your consciousness, your divinity, into a sacred expression, manifesting your soul essence into the form of your life, threading the light through the darkness without even realizing you are doing it. You are gently impregnating the matter of your body, of your life, with light. And life becomes luminous, radiant. You assist others, even just through your presence. It sounds wonderful, and it is. Yet, it's not always an easy path. As the light travails through the darkness, pain and suffering can arise in waves. Best to be present to it. Trust that it's not permanent, and wait for the spiral to twist from dark to light again, always moving closer and closer to the purity of the center and expanding outwardly and eternally. As though you are being inhaled by the divine, filling cosmic lungs as they reach far and wide, taking in all of life. The message of this oracle to you is that you are growing. You are bringing more of your light into form. You are bringing more of your light into form. You may be meeting obstacles in yourself and in the world, but this is because you are bringing through the light. If there were nothing happening, there would be no obstacle. Bless them as signs that you are proceeding, and empower them no more. You shall be. All else is just divine timing. So, when you're not being challenged, nothing is happening. And we want things to be happening. Things will be happening as we go forward in this new moon energy. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.